Hey everyone, it's Lisa Mears here, and I'm back again with another product from the Scrap Diva Designs December release. This time I'm going to be sharing the 3D chocolate gift box die set, and this die set makes a gift box that will hold a full-size candy bar. So here's a look at the die set. I'll go ahead and pull some of the inner dies out. It does come with a word die that's in the middle there that needs to come out of the die set, and the word die says sweet treat. And then there's some layering dies for the top of the box as well as the sides, and there's some flaps for the sides to close the box. So I'm going to go through all of these dies and how to put this together with you today, and we'll make a chocolate box. I do want to mention that if you are interested in purchasing this product or even checking out the entire December release from Scrap Diva Designs, I will have a link to her website down in the description box below, as well as a link to this product. And if you use code Lisa Mears, you'll be able to save 10% on your order. I will also put a link at the top right corner of this video and in the description box for my unboxing of her December release, where you can see all of the fun products that are included in that release. So I am going to be bringing in some pattern paper. I love this Mary paper pad. I think the colors in here are so pretty, as well as the designs. So I went ahead and die cut the base of the box, and that is this die here, and I die cut it with some red cardstock. I'm using some solid red cardstock from Spellbinders for the base of the box. And I believe that this cardstock is 100-pound weight. So you will need to die cut 2 of these dies, because you'll need a top and a bottom. And then we have some layering dies. So this large rectangle has some stitching lines. You can see the beautiful stitching lines around the edge. And I die cut it with that teal and red peppermint stripe pattern paper from that Mary collection. So you can see how that rectangle, it lies perfectly as a layering piece. Now again, you have a front and a back to the box, so you can also die cut another one of these rectangles for the back side as well. So here I'm just gluing the layering piece right on top. And then I'm going to do the same for the second one. So just add the layering piece to the top of the solid cardstock. Next, I took these 2 small dies. These are for the sides of the box, and I die cut each one. They're identical dies, so I die cut each one out of the same red cardstock, and I also die cut the layering pieces, which are these skinny rectangles, and those also have some stitching lines. I love all of the stitching that Scrap Diva Designs puts on her dies. It just really adds that extra special touch to all of the die cuts. So I'm just layering on the skinny rectangle onto those little side flaps, and I'm going to do that for both of them. I also die cut the long skinny rectangle die 2 times out of the pattern paper. This is just another layering piece, so I'll layer that on the flaps on those large top and bottom of the candy box. So after I have all of the layering pieces on the solid cardstock, I am going to fold at all of the score lines. So on the large rectangle, top and bottom of the box, on that skinny flap, there's a score line above that skinny rectangle and one below that skinny rectangle. So I'm just going to fold there, and then there's a little flap on each side, and I'll fold those in, and I'll do that for both of the sides, the front and the back. So I folded the other panel on the score lines. I did that off camera, so now I'm going to set those to a side, and I'm going to do the same thing to those little end pieces, and I'm going to just fold at the 2 score lines that are on there, and I will do that for both of them. Now we're going to go ahead and put this box together. I'm going to use my scrapbook.com 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive tape to tape the box. If you wanted to use glue, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to put tape along this solid part of the flap on the side that has the pattern paper showing. So I'm going to put one piece along this long edge, and I'll do the same thing for the other one. Next, I'm going to take the smaller flaps and I'm going to put some of the adhesive tape along only one of the sides. So either the top or bottom, it really doesn't matter if it's the top or bottom, just put the tape on one of those panels. So you can see how it's going to go just like this. It's going to be adhered to the box, and then the other side will not have tape on it because you'll just fold that in. And I'm going to do the same thing for both of those little die cut pieces. I'm just putting tape on one side. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull back the backing on that double-sided tape, and I'm just going to line up the straight edge of the large panel to the smaller panel and just press that down, just like so. And then I'm going to take the other small die cut piece, remove the adhesive backing, and I'm adding it to the other side of that same exact panel. So both pieces are attached to one single large rectangle panel. So you can see they're there on both of the ends. Now I'm going to grab the other large rectangular piece, and we need to attach these two pieces, and they will be attached by this long piece of adhesive on the other panel. So this is the panel without the two flaps that we added, and I'm just going to line up those long straight edges, and I'm just going to press that down. Make sure that it is straight, and then just press that down. So you can see when you're looking at the inside of the box that these diagonal lines on the cardstock, they actually line up. So it's kind of all connected like a little puzzle here. Now I'm going to remove the last piece of double-sided adhesive backing, and I'm going to close up the box by attaching the large rectangle piece to the side flap. Again, making sure that the edges are completely straight, and once you have them straight, just press that down. You can also take a bone folder and stick it on the inside. I don't have my bone folder handy because it's still packed up in my storage boxes from my move, but you can stick a bone folder in there to kind of press that down. So you can see how the sides of the box, they just tuck inside just like this. So there is the 3D chocolate gift box, and it will fit a full-size candy bar. Now it's time for the fun part, which we are going to decorate it. So there is this decorative little like a border piece, and I die cut it out of the same red cardstock that the base of the box is die cut out of. You can see that it cuts a beautiful decorative border. There's some holes all along that border and a little bit of a scalloped edge. It even cuts the middle out so that you can see your pattern paper on the inside of it. But there's also another layering die if you wanted to layer another piece of cardstock on top of this, but I really wanted that pattern paper to show through, and so I'm just going to have this one frame on top of the box. And actually, I did not die cut this out of the same red cardstock as the box. It's actually out of a metallic red cardstock. I wanted to bring in some red shine, so I used a metallic red cardstock for that border. So here's a look at the other layering rectangle piece. So if you wanted to die cut a solid piece of cardstock, you can. You can also cut the center out of your box. If you wanted this to be a see-through box, you can cut the center out, and you can also put some acetate so that you can see whatever goodies that you have inside. But if you were cutting the center out, you would want to do that before you tape your box together. Okay, so there's these other flaps, and I just think this is another style flap. You can see that it has some score lines there, and I think this is just another style that you can put here on the end of your box. So I did not use these for my box today. So for the decoration on the top, I die cut these sweet treat words out of some red metallic cardstock. I'm gluing it on to some white cardstock for the shadow. I also am using the Leaves bundle. This is a new product from the Scrap Diva Designs December release. And I die cut some leaves out of some white glitter cardstock, some red metallic cardstock, and some green cardstock. And I'm just going to add the words to my box, and then I'm going to layer up some of the leaves on the left side. And I'm just going to take a piece of double-sided tape and just tape those down to the box. And then once I have them taped down, I am just going to stick a little bit of glue underneath some of those leaves, but not all of them, because I don't want them fully adhered to the box. I want them to have a little bit of dimension to them, so some of the leaves will come up off of the box. I'm going to just pull in some die cut pieces. This is actually some die cut pieces I had from an older Spellbinders kit. I think it was the October card kit that they had out, and it's just some little sweet treats. There's a little jar of peppermints, a gingerbread, there's some candies. So I'm just going to layer those die cut pieces right on top. And of course, you can use any stamps or dies in your stash if you don't have any type of die cut pieces similar to this. So once all of that is put together, I'll go ahead and add the sweet treat words right to the top. And that box is now decorated. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my full-size candy bar so you can see how it fits perfectly right inside that box. So this chocolate gift box, it's a perfect way to send a small gift to a coworker, a friend, a teacher. You can use this for any time of year. I decorated mine for Christmas, but you can also use this for Valentine's Day coming up. I think this would be perfect for that. If you want to find out more about this product, I will have a product link in the description box of this YouTube video. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel, turning on your bell notifications so that you'll be notified when I release new videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.